I gotta go to bed.
Good morning, everybody.
Can't beat my cat. Can't beat that cat motor, son.
Alright, good morning and welcome in, people. How are you doing today? Told you I would be back here in a few hours. Laid down, took a nap, pretty much. I pretty much just passed out in my chair watching videos. But, how's everybody today? We do have a bunch of updates today. A bunch. We are sitting at, I'd say, what I count? Over 30? 24 of them I already had installed. So these are just major updates, or just mainly updates today. I didn't see anything really new, per se. But it's just a lot of stuff that got updated. There was several mods that were updated. I looked 20 minutes ago, they weren't there, then boom, they just popped in. So it's kind of nice. They popped in right around about 9:15, 9:20. When everything started popping in, which was kind of nice. We do have like 3 or 4 maps that are updated, and one of the maps takes 22 required mods. 2 of the maps do not require any required mods, and one of them only takes 1 required mod. We will be getting to that here shortly. I have got the screen opened up right now to the in-game mods that are right there to those are at least the first 24 of the downloads that are updated. And that map in the top corner, I'm not right at my screen right now, but I know that map that's in the top corner there, that's one of the maps that I'm going to be going to take a look at, and that is the map that needs 24 required mods. It counts 22 in the store, but then I got told that there's 2 others that are not listed. They're supposed to be listed later. So, and I don't know if I'm going to be downloading that. I don't need no more mods.
I already relocated this.
But no, like I said, I just got up and I came straight on. I went looking, made some coffee, fed the cat.
Not gonna get nothing.
Did my stretches. Now I'm outside having my first pup of the day, so with my coffee. And talking to you guys. Trying to be a little bit quiet inside because I do have my wife still sleeping. It is her day off, and she was up until 3 o'clock in the morning with me, so I am going to try to let her sleep.
Yep, fuck that.
But how is everybody's morning? Mine's looking like a quick mod rundown with you guys over the next hour, and then probably run down and get some breakfast. Just some biscuits and gravy, then I'll be back, and then we'll play it by ear. I might just jump right into Alpine, because I was going to actually advance forward one more day without everybody with me and do some fields, but I had such a good time last night, and I had so many good people with me last night that I appreciate it, and that was worth me waiting. So I'll wait till everybody's ready, and then we'll go jump into Alpine again, and we'll go kick those fields' butts and hire a bunch of people, maybe pull some more mods out. I don't know. We will do what we need to do to get it done, you know? I don't know if you can hear Pops in the background. He just tooted his horn. He's doing that American Truck Simulator. Now I might be buying that later on today. Yeah, I noticed my voice dropped down once I stepped into the house. Well, I don't want to wake my wife yet. I'm not coughing in the morning. It ain't the right Mattis. All right, without any further ado, and nobody in here. Oh, great. Talking to myself again. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let me get it off this screen real quick. And put it back onto that screen. And we'll get over here to live chat, see if anybody's popping in. I doubt it. It is kind of early for most people. And sorry, I don't have much room for my mouse. I got too much crap on my table right here, right now. My computer table is set up for me to go to sleep, not for me to be playing games. Yes, there's two different ways to set this table up. But, with no further ado, this North German country's got 25 mods. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, they say new, but these are all updates. These are all the updates right here. These are what they say are new. Vehicle assistance system. Core features, parking distance control. Smart sensor alerts you when you're approaching objects when you're Oh, this is just a parking assist. So if you can't drive, this is for you. That's all I'm going to say. If you can't drive, then yeah, let AI do it.
What's up, Mike?
So for you all can't drive. Oh, crop rotation, okay.
Yo. What's up?
And adds significantly more depth into farming. The yield of your fields now depends on which crop you have previously grown. Oh.
Well, I know the cat motors are loud. They sound like they got a rotten knock.
So, if you want a little bit more difficulty, this one's for you.
Yeah, that ain't good.
So okay, we've got some wheel chucks. Vehicles come with their own fucking wheel chucks, so why have wheel chucks? Unless you want to be a dick and throw them in front of somebody's rig for crossplay or something, but that's about it. Or, role play. Looks like we got a couple new trailers and a lift trailer at that.
The hell are you doing?
Okay, so it makes it easier to dump into other trailers. Gotcha.
Nice.
We'll grab that.
Heavy loads?
I like something like that would work good for gold. Build up a big trailer, dump it into it, and then you can go up to the hopper and go, and dump it in. Because the collisions around a hopper are fucking crazy. You can't build a ramp up to it. You can't set a ramp up to it.
This cat
looks like we got a new JB or JCB. Operating weight is 14,600. Nice. It's got 252 horse. Not bad. Oh, look at that! It's trying to look like a case. It's trying to look like a real tractor. Aww.
It's a cat motor.
And we'll take a look at that New Holland. You got 171, 188, 203, and 202. Looks like they might be in the small tractor or medium tractor category.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. Hold on. I think I'm using it.
Well, it looks like it's got interactive controls like a motherfucker. You can pick up your own drink and everything else. Wow.
625 horsepower, 466
Oh,
brake power is what I'm running.
they polished that one up. We got a few new trailers.
Yeah, that's what this is.
We got the sleigh boss
this
here.
does too. Sounds like it's a fucking
This comes up from
motorboat all up
FS17.
there. It's loud, I told you that.
Looks like 65,270 liters of silage. Trailer field types.
They're loud, but they run.
260,000 liters of any
They're like them.
field type.
I got news. I got news for you. They're like that in real life. That big blue Pete, every time I took it, like the motors, the fucking pistons were gonna come through.
Oh.
Every fucking,
What's this one right here? This is the
George had to retighten the fucking head bolts.
Trangaloo, huh?
She was literally tearing.
Okay, the working speed is 30 miles an hour, working with is 4 meters. And it is a soil cultivator mulchers.
Yeah, but what transmission are you using?
Not bad.
How many gears?
And then we got this one too. And this one's in soil cultivator mulcher also. So this one's got a 4-meter width, 90 horsepower. And wheel configuration costs you about $8,200 bucks. We got a couple mulchers in the game. Looks like 4, 8, 12, 16 new mods, and the rest are updates. Alright, for the first update we have this map right here. And North German country. Looks like they've done quite a bit of changes, and there is 24
fuck, we're going back to
mods. Required mods.
There's no loads down there.
Looks like a pretty decent little start farm there.
Don't go run no chemicals to
Good river.
Arizona. There ain't no loads down there.
Hopefully that's not how they have the map. That don't look good. That looks lazy. It's probably how you got the green water look, because they just got lazy. Got the green water look because they just make grass through here and throw some water in over the top of it. At least that's what the screenshots are looking like. But am I gonna grab this map? Map 12 on. Let's see what else they've got. That's it. That's the only mod name in here, and it takes, like I said, 24 required mods. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoops. So there's 22 here, and there's supposed to be 2 more missing. So I accidentally just downloaded one. I don't know what it was.
I gotta run this fucking load. It's almost 50 grand.
Looks like he used quite a few different. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Back to Arizona, but
he's got 4 or 5 different people's mods in here. So
50 grand's gonna talk me into it.
And that's a lot of mods to download. Alright.
See, I already did that.
Have fun with that one.
You just apply it here, that's
The Colossal Pack got an update. Looks like Mule got an update, and this one only has the 1 required mod. And the building's in Norway. There's your map. It's this map right here. It's not a bad map. It's pretty good, pretty decent. And then the rolling meadows. This is pretty much just vanilla generic blah. Like we'll throw some trees here, some trees here, some trees here, some trees here, and just you figure out the rest. They should have just called the map We Give Up. Alright. When I looked, there was a couple more pages of updates. We got the select the bale capacity, the ROPA.
Right
That was just put out not too long ago, the constructible hut, so that's already updated. We got some windrows that are updated. Some balers that are updated. One of my favorite trucks that have been in this game forever. It's updated.
I got gas on.
Let's see what they do. The orange roof lights are only active if the trailer is attached. In multiplayer mode, truck supports 2 passengers. Now you can put 3 people in there, alright. Man, it looks like a lot of the beat service and a lot of tractors got updated.
37,000 pounds of liquid bomb.
That one's got a few little changelings done to it. Corrected swap color in MLT 373.
What do you want?
Not much. I mean, just little itty bitty things. Updated the no need to roll. Once this mod is active, from the next planting onward, you will no longer need to roll the crops to keep the productivity bonus. The rolling option will still appear in the game menu, but is no longer required.
No, I had them open the gate so I can get out.
See, if it keeps popping up, they're not fixing it. Why is I mean, you go in, you do it, it should tell you that it's rolled, it's done. Don't have to worry about it.
You can't speed in there, nothing.
But since they updated, but haven't fixed that one yet. Now here's a prefab.
Right.
Mueller, electronic display, huh?
I can't believe the Saber's gonna try to compete with it. I don't know why.
So they just sit there and they tell you how full your trailers are. I don't need extra bobs and bits just to, me personally, I mean, that's a wasted mod.
Yeah, but she runs her ass off.
It's a prefab, so you got to actually pull that mod and jam that into your whatever folder you want it in. So that's too much work for me. And Clippin' Norton is another one of the maps that have been updated. Chippy Norton, no required mods, and a beautiful map. I like all this right here. This right here.
I'm loaded. Yo, this fucking engine. I'm loaded.
Okay, if you follow this line right here,
double shifting gears.
and follow it right up to this ridge line, right up through here, and right here. Take a look at this map and just picture all this right here. Just shaded in, and this right, even right down through this line right here, down to the corner. You follow this line on up, then over, and then follow this ridge line all the way up to this pasture. There's a map that we just recently got, just like this one. Looks just like it, and all this out here, all it is just been taken and put the placeable rocks throughout all of it, and then every bush you possibly can put out here, and as tall as they can make it. That's all they did, is covered all this up out here on the map. I spent 2 hours uncovering this section right here and painting it grass and left all the rocks. I've got the video of part of what I did, and not grass, but I painted it dirt. I got a video of what I did. And all that up there still hasn't been done. I haven't done it yet. But once you remove this section where you see all this right here where my hand's at, my little cursor hand, this section, the lag in the map goes away. Let's see here. Oh, we'll find that map. I guarantee you. Okay. Let's go find that map real quick, the one I'm talking about. It's one that we just got. Brown Pines. No, that's that crappy Texas map. Same thing here. It's another map that they just destroyed. Yeah, this right here. This is what I'm talking about. See? That's that same little patch. Like right here. This, you can barely... You get into the game, and you'll clear all this out and clear all this out. All this is right here, all this brownness, it's just bushes where they got bored, and they said we don't want to develop the map, so all this is playable. You just got to go out here and remove 150 million bushes. I mean, literally, there's probably that many in this section. And the terrain's kind of how it shows here, not as, I don't know, it's kind of like what you see out here. It looks hilly and stuff, but it's not. You just go out here and just, you spend all day just painting this out here in paint mode. You just keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and you'll open up the map. You can place anything out there. I removed the rocks, took a jackhammer out there, removed some of the rocks, and made a big enough area out here in this corner to where I could place a building out here, and it was stable, it was fine, it was everything. So whoever made this map got lazy as hell. That's all I gotta say. But it's a good map. Other than that, I gotta give them that. What they did do wasn't bad. I mean, I wouldn't say it's great. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give it a strong 4. It doesn't quite get to 5, but it's a strong 4. Let's go back to the last page of our updates. Like Clippin Norton. That's a good map. Yeah. We do have a bunch of updates. I don't want to do that. I don't know where it's set. A lot of your equipment. I mean, just small little updates. I know it's not an ultra, but I don't like your garage menu. I mean, course play, dynamic husbandry, capacity. That got updated. Say goodbye to the unrealistically small storage capacity in large barns. Internationalism. Oh. This guy just slammed his fucking brakes in front of me. Almost wrecked the truck. This mod automatically adjusts the storage capacity for food, straw, water, and liquid manure based on barn's maximum animal. Yeah. Yeah, it just slams his fucking brakes for if you're into animals, this is the mod for you. If you're doing all that, I dabble in them, but they got nothing right on it. It's a farming sim, and I mean, I've never heard of the stuff that they want to feed. I mean, I've never heard of it. I mean, I might be old school where hay, alfalfa, grain, boom. That's what you feed your stock, the livestock. Put them on a pasture. Okay, grass starts going down, you migrate on over another one. California's got too many goddamn bridges. Yeah, courseplay, and then we're right back to the very one that we had 2 days ago. But, let's see. I'm surprised
surprised.
One page
that
is
they don't
24,
make
and
the
that's how many
cops
of
pull you
24 of
over.
these updates. Just the updates. I had myself on mine. Alright.
And make you sit there for 10 minutes.
Just remember, if you want to get in this map, I came into here so we can look a little bit better on the map.
You go look at every stop you did.
It looks like it's got a lot of little fields. Some big ones. A few different, places that are all over the map. Okay, 152 fields, 33 forest areas, 7 farms with farmhouses, 8 isolated farms, 5 building plots, several cow pastures, several sheep pastures. At the sugar factory there are 4 bulk storage bunkers available for purchase via farmland for storing sugar beets. You also get more input materials such as lime, sugar, beet pulp, stone, and raw compost. 32 soil
See, that's why I didn't buy the big
angels.
one. This one's under 43, not
Eagles.
the 48. Fuck. I'm not trying
Pastures
to fight
can be
you.
bought
43's enough.
and sold via the farmland. All pastures also have some water and fodder. F-O-D-D-E-R, fodder. The biogas plant only appears in the price list and in field missions. The others are potentially production facilities. Density, ground angle reduced to 32 degrees. Row painted implements crops such as corn, potatoes, and sugar beets. Some narrow sections made more auto drive friendly. Weather data adjust, Okay, well, they did a bunch of adjustments to it. But do you really want those extra 20 some odd mods, guys?
I'm surprised they're not in this. Fuck. God
No need to roll.
God damn it.
Living shed, huh?
Tom just got me 10 over 1100 bucks. Sitting behind a fucking bridge, hiding, shooting me in the back. You know how many violations I got, dude?
It looks like they finally got all the stuff inside of it.
Fucker.
And toolboxes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, I don't like taking 5 hours to go somewhere.
Gotta grab it.
Look at this. Yo, I'm doing 72 and I got 2 more gears.
Alright, that pretty much wraps up everything here. Can't believe I don't have that track. Let me get that back installed. I might have the other version of this truck installed, but I'll take that one. You see, I've had this selectable bale capacity pack the last time they updated it, and it crashed my freaking system, so I'm not trusting that. They're like bigger, better, yeah, I mean, you watch these guys use it, but my computer says no.
Yeah, that's real life, dude. That's true. They be fucking loose or broken. She literally tore herself apart. And I think that one, they had it fucking punched out and bored out.
Where's these foresters?
Like 750 horses. Well, they had to. Fucking the shit we used to haul. You gotta remember, man, we were hauling shit that's fucking 7-8 times what the truck weighs.
Ah, man, I don't want to push myself to 900 mods, though.
Permit loads and fucking road. 80,000, 82,000, 90,000.
I don't know how many of those 24 mods you think that I'd actually have to
Biggest one that he
download
bought
in this
before
map.
right before I left, he bought the biggest fucking excavator that he owned was a PC490. Well, that motherfucker's 81,000 fucking pounds without the fucking. Yeah, well, road max, you're only allowed 73,000 on Pennsylvania roads.
Oh.
So anytime you move that motherfucker,
That right now is just.
And that's, I don't know, 600 to 1,000.
The mods in a nutshell. So let's go over here.
Not to mention paying me and Chris.
See if King mods have got a few extras, because sometimes they got the few extras that they just don't put out. Like,
no joke.
oh, it looks like they're pretty much covering everything. See, 87 today. 87.
He got with that fucking thing, he was probably charging $1,000, $2,000 a day.
That's just, I mean, I brought you through the first 40 of them.
Oh, he's got to. You got to pay us to move it. You're making fucking
looks like we got a couple trailers.
And then you got to pay the fucking operator that's
two different sizes here.
$50 a fucking hour every day hour on it.
Man, it is trailer update today.
So yeah, you need to get $1,000, $2,000 a day out of that machine.
I got a unit wrap.
Then she's drinking fuel like it's fucking a camel drinking water.
Alright.
Because them fucking things got the big.
You can get that one at apartmentsimulator.com. Got some balers, some trailers, some fertilizer spreaders. Quick 3-point linkage adapter.
Listen to her. Sound like you're taking a hammer.
Vehicle assistance system.
How much? Whoa, $5,000 loan payment. I'm
Oh, that's when you're too close, all that crap and backing up. Yeah, no.
I got 3 loans for $4,000.
That's for the paranoid driver that doesn't know how to drive. Got the crop rotation in, North German country. Lizard Colossal pack.
That's why I had to buy this fucking tank so I could start fucking getting $30,000, $40,000.
Compact production pack 20 some odd minutes ago. Rolling Meadows. That's just.
Yeah, 50 grand in one load. Yeah, I'd love to.
Doesn't look like they've got much. Selected bale capacity.
I could do it for about a year and retire.
Selectable bale capacity pack. Looks like they pretty much have got everything else that we were just looking at.
What do you mean?
There's the pickup I picked up. There's the telehandlers.
I got the flashing lights on mine for when I haul equipment.
Living shed we picked up. No need to roll. That one's straight from farmingsimulator.com.
Did you do an escort job yet? I got escorted with the wing. You
American.
That, right? Police escort?
Didn't see this one.
It? Did you see me do mine?
That one is straight from Farming Simulator 2.
I held a fucking wing. What do you call it, wing?
Looks like they've pretty much got everything we've had of the other one.
Pickup truck behind me with the fucking
Flipping Northern wooden sheds.
That's real life shit there, buddy. I've done that. I've been
Pete equipment pack, yeah.
I had police escorts a couple times.
Yeah, a lot of updates. A lot of the new updates. Well, not new updates, but a lot of updates. Garage menu. Construction search. VIP order manager. Yeah. A lot of, yeah, we got all kinds of them in the last 9 hours. I already picked up that one.
I gotta go. The big plane?
And this one should be version 1.1 or 1.0.1. No, it should be 1010, not 1001. So this is the older map. This is not the update. This is not the update. So there is another update. I have seen it. And that is for, yeah. So that will probably be coming in later. Today, from what I understand, there's probably going to be
like she's gonna blow the fuck up
here. They're going to let this go for 6 hours, so keep an eye on this top row. Mainly, I always look at the tractors and then whatever's next to it. Found a tractor that I like, the New Holland. I don't like the JCB, but you know, it'll work.
I wonder why they need to start
But
doing that.
look at these two.
Motor's
You know, there's two to the
blowing,
left.
transmission's blowing. I'm surprised they don't have none of that.
And you'll slowly start popping in. Because when I came in earlier, it was right here. So crop rotation, all this right here is just slowly starting to pop in as we go. I have none of this.
Well, that's not realistic.
Yeah, because there was still one from yesterday. So mods are still popping in, folks. They are still popping in. These are the ones we just looked at online right here.
Station for me. Have a good weekend.
There's that tilt trailer that I said I even picked up. So I'm gonna take that now.
Don't they give you a fine?
That was when you saw me grab. And this one, I think this is the one I grabbed too. It's got the 260,000 liters.
What, real life?
I mean, as we're speaking, more mods are coming in. So, that is nice.
Guys do it.
I'm definitely going to be getting this map, but not right now.
That's why I was busting. That's why I'm busting Howie's balls. I said, will you quit praying for fucking snow? I said, you want it, Mike don't. You want it to go away? You want it to go away, and she's praying for more. I don't want to see none of them. I don't, listen, if I don't see another snowflake till the day I die.
Ain't a bad wheel loader. Don't need a wheel loader.
That shit and plowed and sawed and
It's not really needing on the tractors because we were looking at this tractor. It was right next to that.
Fuck that.
I mean, crop rotation, that would be a good mod for me, but I'm not really that in depth yet. But, alright guys, I mean, just more mods are pulling in and more mods are popping in. I look around, there's more coming in. Alright, let's get out of this. Let's go to... That was King Mod. Let's go to my old mod hub. Let's see what's in here. Let's go to 25.
Right.
Rolling Meadows. Crop rotation. Vehicle assist, vehicle clock. Or chalk. Wheel chalk, huh? Quick 3-point. Yeah, looks like they're pretty much caught up on everything we've done. Let's go into page 4. See if we can find that one map that I was looking for. Yeah, see, page 4, we're just getting to the tail end of the... 5, see if it's there. this semi.
Trying to put
Yeah.
tarp on.
There's 1001. Let's see if we can find 1010.
What are we tarping? The rolls?
We found that on what, 7? So we'll go back to 5. See if it's there. I'm looking for that one map, people. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1010.
I just went through an accident and almost ended up in the accident. Watch, you'll see it. It'll catch up. That was close, dude. Almost blew us all the fuck up.
I don't see it. Alright, well, looks like we're caught up so far on the mods. I was just kind of looking for that one map.
You see it?
And,
That was close.
alright, get back into Farming Simulator. It looks like we got some other people that have just popped in. We are looking at over
You get an accident in this trailer and it blows the fuck
all
up.
the newer mods that have come in. And
Yeah, then you'll be having assholes
we've
doing it on
got
purpose,
several new.
running into each other with the truck just to blow 'em up.
Looks like 16 new and the rest are updates. And with this update right here for the new people that have popped in,
Just to blow 'em up.
just remember 22 mods right there plus 2 extras somewhere else. I think there was 2 extras. Big map, beautiful map.
You know, Sean had to go do something.
Looks like this would be a fun one. I am debating about getting it even though it has all those extra mods because I think I've got half of those. I did one yesterday that had, what was it, 20 required mods? And I only had to download 8 of them, so that means
That's why.
I already mod hoarded the rest of them. But
That's exactly what he's
who
called.
wants to see that? Who wants to see this map? Has anybody seen this map before? North German? If you want me to download it, just let me know in the chat. I'll download it.
That's what I said. I got my 2 Canadian brothers on here today.
And we'll do a walkthrough. Okay.
I'm being overran by Canadians, you bastards.
Shed and storage, large storage halls, wind turbine, bunker silo, set module,
Sorry, I love you guys.
shed pack, old farm pack,
I like Sean. Sean's
farm silo pack. I think I've got this big shed. Yes, a workshop, lizard calf huts, wood storage, modern shed, bulk vegetable storage,
got a
lizard
pretty
grain
girl.
storage and
Been playing
pig,
this a long
food
time.
maker,
Must have.
lizard multi-purpose shed,
He's got a, I think he's got,
feeding
he's got
storage, lizard animal
all black meat.
barns, lizard cow barns, bunker silo pack, bunker wall
Same
set,
motor and train
and
track on.
production storage
Been running
control.
the shit out of
I
this.
think I've got most of these, so if I would go to download this, it's probably going to be like 4 more, 5 more. I think I got most of these already, so they're required mods for other maps. This is just map makers
I'm gonna try to
grabbing
keep
more-
doing this for people like this. This is
grabbing
nothing
mods that
new.
work and throwing them in their maps so they don't have to do the work. So it's smart move. Work smart, not hard.
Just not like in the
The smarter you work, this is working smart. My buddy Pops, that's playing right now on American Truck Simulator, would say that, oh, this is just them coercing with each other. That way their buddies have to get their mods downloaded and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not that. These guys are out there working their ass off, and he just don't appreciate it. But they got to work their butt off to get these mods. So they're working on these mods for a particular map. And they're trying to also make it to where when you download those mods, they'll work on any map. So It's
blacktopping.
they have to be universal mods. They gotta work on all the maps because if they don't, well, nobody's gonna keep that map and that mod if
Blow it up
it
while you're
messes
there,
with
will you?
all their other maps. They got to go through 24 mods to find out which one of them
Couldn't
that's
give me a Mack truck. They're fucking,
particular
that's
to
all my
this
boss
particular
had.
map.
His dump trucks, they were all fucking Mack
A lot of
trucks.
people won't do that, so they go. That's why they test these things. That's why
Fucking Mack. They're good. They're good.
I mean
Again, we had 3 of them.
they got to go through
They're good
bigger testing.
trucks.
Mod
They're
Hop's got
just
to put
slow
it
as
through their
fuck.
tests, so that way they know that.
It's a
Oh,
poor
it takes these
man's
mods.
truck.
These
Is what
mods
it
have already
is.
passed. Okay, let's test the map.
That's all it is. It's a
It makes
poor
it
man's
easier on
truck.
them. Okay, these mods are working with this
Can't
map.
afford a
Okay,
big dump truck
and
to
these
buy
mods
a
work on other maps. I
Macks
mean,
are
that's
about
smart
half the
because they already know
price.
they already work. I mean, why make something that could break?
Listen to this clanging bitch. Listen to how loud my motor is.
Because,
When I
like,
go to
my
listen
buddy
to the
Pops,
scream.
he was driving around with a truck from some of these guys that make trucks. I mean, it wasn't no major one that everybody loves and knows, but he's driving around with no wheels. And then he had to reload them,
Just
but
started.
it was also half his fault. He's the kind of
Go
person that
listen
says,
to my
"Oh, you
scream
can
about
put mods in
clanging
while the
just
game's
the
up and
hands.
going." And then as soon as he puts them in, then he's like, "Well, where are they at?
They did it right.
Maybe I
They
didn't put that
are
one
good
in."
life.
And he's griping. He's going back and forth, and he does it to himself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the guy. He's awesome. He's funny to listen to.
Walk around in the rain because
He's
I don't know
crotchety,
how much the weather affects these roads.
and
If it's real.
he can drag you down in a game if
Holy
you're trying to
fuck,
play
I'm
with
here
him.
already. Oh god, this was supposed to be a 10-hour trip.
But Pops brings an aspect to the game where the game you just can't bring it in no matter what you do in the game. I don't care how good of a creator you are, you're not going to capture somebody like Pops and be that crotchety old bastard. All right, I'm still debating on that map.
Bitches, I'm not gonna get any loads out of here. This is fucking Arizona.
But the rolling metas is a definition of we can do water. We did this, and then we called it good. I mean, there is just nothing here. 71 farmland, some are forest areas. Added crop types. I mean, this map, just the way it looks. If you're to take it by its vanilla cover right here and not look in depth into it, this map looks like shit. They need a better map for it. Better screenshot of the map. I've had it. It can be a good map. But tell me, does anybody use this? And they give you, I mean, decent baler, shitty baler, decent baler, okay baler. These two are hit or miss. These are two of the better, 3 better balers. And that square baler down here at the end, it's also not a bad baler for if you know, it's just starting up and then you go get it pregnant and get this one. But yeah, I haven't had any luck with it. It seems like it just crashes my game out. And there's no need to roll. Is it any good? Does it actually work? Because the description in here just, I don't like it. I don't like the description that it says, oh, it's going to keep the, no need, you need to roll down here. It's going to say it. I don't know. I think I'll just stick with the normal, get her done, roll it. That's a little more satisfying. Now this prefab right here. This is just something I don't really care for a prefab.
Paid for, son.
I mean,
It's not paid for.
you already know what your capacity of these things are. They're telling you, but I mean, it does break it up to tell you how much is what in each one. So I mean, yeah.
That's the same way in real life. You ain't making
Okay.
money running trailers.
The
Like all the guys that I known over the years that fucking ran scrap, it was all their trailers. It wasn't no company trailers.
Yeah, the instruction on how to do it. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous.
Yo, $46,050.
It's not a mod that you can add in and do it. You got to take it and extract it and read this XML and put it in. So if you're all into that kind of crap, go for it. If it doesn't drop in like a normal mod, then I don't want to deal with it personally. But those are your updates. Those are your new mods. Course play looks like they course play performance simulator 5 is a long-standing blah, 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 blah. Let's see.
I'm going back home. I put my base in Baker's. I didn't sell the one in Arizona. They weren't going to give me nothing for it, so why sell it?
MP picks when starting a helper with an implement that is already unfolded.
Yep. Well, I ain't going to do that until I get
And then
this
several
shit
bug
paid
fixes.
I got to get this bill paid off first, and then I do that.
I don't like crop lines. I don't.
Hire some monkeys.
Yeah. That. Yep.
I mean,
Sir.
I like how this is a roller. That is not a roller. That is a harrow. That is a ground scraping harrow that you would go up and down your driveway with. There is no, that is not a roller in any way, shape, or form.
Central California.
That is something to scrape up your driveway with.
They should tell you the miles.
I own one. I own one of these things.
They don't tell you the miles.
And that's what we drag up and down our driveway to keep it flat, keep it level. We take a backhoe down, scrape the sides, put it into the center. As the gravel gets pushed out to the ditches, so we bring that out of the ditches, bring it in the center, then we take this and bring it down.
This fucking job's paying $70.
We do that at least twice a year. And then right at the beginning, just before the beginning of spring, when it's ground's still kind of, ground's softening back up, and it's rained enough. And then we go out there and tear up the whole driveway. And then backblade it with the front bucket. Let me drag one of these over it.
Figure out where to go fill up at. It's here.
Then 3 years later, we're doing it again because, I mean, time makes potholes. And ground is relentless.
I got realistic fuel use on.
So, that is a harrow at the end of the day.
Turned it on, yep. No, you should be able to change that.
Now, this brown pine, my buddy was on it.
Change yours.
It was hilarious. Oh, was it ever hilarious?
Listen, you're playing your
He
own
came in
individual game
at your start
on
farm.
my map. That's it.
Okay.
That's how they got this set up.
Where's the start farm? I think you start in like right down here somewhere. And he started coming up and out, and he went through one of the. He went through one of them, one of the areas, and he went right into the water. He came around the corner and went plop. This is it right here. He came out of here, drove up, came around the corner in the snow. He went right in here and lost it.
Yeah,
Then he
but
came
I was
back,
kind of hoping it would be
thought there was a
similar where
road
you
down
help
to
each
here,
other out.
and he just
X
started
without
coming
XP
over,
and money, and
started
I
logging
could just
down to
pay
this,
you guys accordingly. If the three of
and
us
said,
are
well,
all
wait,
making money, we could get ahead
that's not
quick.
it. I wanted to go over here. He
Guess
thought it
they
was
cut
over here.
that out.
I thought he drove all this. Then he's like, I don't see nothing wrong with this map, blah, 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 blah. And it's really thin on the trees. They're too far apart, blah, 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 blah. And then he was going, wow. It really, I mean, all he could do is gripe about the map.
My purple bomb.
And he says all they did is just
Purple bomb on
blow up the
wheels.
textures and then start making roads where it made sense. To tell you the truth, I drove the whole map. I didn't do it on camera, but I drove the whole map. It is welcome to Oregon. And that's what I gotta say. It's just like the switchback areas of Oregon. It's crazy up there. Alright, guys. Well, we're going to back out of this. We're going to call it this done for the mods. I hope everybody realizes there's more going to be coming in. I popped away from it for a little bit, and then bam.
Yeah, they are.
So when I popped out, at one point before I came online, I popped out. I went into, okay, right here, this is where your updates are at. I had 22 of them. And then I backed out, got all that done. I went and started looking at my mods, like this. And I'm like, wait,
They get the gates open.
that wasn't here, this row wasn't here, this row wasn't here. And then when I came back in, it was all here. And I had another red dot over there to update a couple of the ones, these two right here. Well, this one right here. Well, these three, I should say. Needed updated, and so that Colossal pack. So I had 4 more to update. Guys, that's a lot of updates. If it's got a green check on it, it was an update, except for these 2 trailers. That's it. 2 that I picked up, but everything down here, and then there was more. There was maps and more equipment and everything. So they only could put so much on this at a time. I am realizing. But hey, welcome in. How are you doing today? But that is pretty much the wrap up of the new mods. Looks like more will be coming out, probably possibly today, because we've already had 2 waves of mods in the last hour. We had 30 plus mods, and then another 18 pop in. So we've had over 40 some odd mods today. So hopefully everybody enjoys. Got to see that. I will be coming back on here in a little while, and we will be jumping on the Alps. Finish getting that harvesting going. We're going to be jumping into February, buying up some property, probably plowing in some more, and going forward to doing some harvesting. Probably sell off some cows and some sheep that are matured, bring in some younger ones, pick up what they've left me over the few months. That's the one thing that I hope that they would change in this game. They've done the husbandries, they've done a lot of things for it and the animals. But
Back to California.
when you go on vacation, or if you go somewhere and you got so many days worth of,
fucking 80 grand.
you know, you slept for the day, the food's gone down, you slept another day, the food's gone even more down. You go and fill everything up, and you still got a couple more months you got to sleep through or whatever, you know, just fast forward it, or take your vacation.
I'll keep running this route.
The food goes down.
Keep running this fucking wide open back and forth 500 miles.
But a lot of things with the animals they just don't cover. I mean, you don't have new animals, you know, if you got the breeding going on, there's nobody pregnant, there's none of this, none of
Out here
that.
with the
The
desert
food doesn't
and
go
the
down as
prairie
fast as it
dogs.
should.
Yep, the coyotes.
It's just, there's a few things, little things missing with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got them up there, don't you?
And when it comes to feeding, I don't like how they have, like, you go in and you go in through straw and you put the straw in there. The building has a set amount of capacity, period.
The fucking roads look wet.
And some barns, like the one I do have here, right here on the Alps, this cow barn, I can go in there with my trailer and just go straw, straw, straw. Okay, it won't take no more straw. Then I can go back in there with hay. Then I can go back in there with grass. Then I can go back in there with, well, that DMR or whatever, and with the mixed food, and do it, and then go back in with silage and do that, and go back in with whatever it requires
That's
for
what
it,
they need to put
with
in
trailers
this. They chase
after
you the
trailer
fuck
after
down.
trailer, and dump it. I like that. But then you get on another map and you're going, oh man, okay, well,
Pull you over
you
and
pull in
cop
with your
chase
straw
you,
and
that'd
it's
be
like,
cool.
oh, well, the capacity limit is reached because you just came through with hay and getting
Yeah,
hay.
and
Then you come with straw and then it takes up all the capacity.
They keep adding it.
The barn I'm in has 21,000 liter capacity per. I put in straw. I put in 2 trailers full of straw, and it still had a little bit left of straw, so I went and stored the rest on that second trailer.
You know, I
And
always
I came back through with hay.
how many of these other
Same
trucks
thing.
on the road are real people.
Build it up, 2,100, 2,100. I mean,
They
21,000,
gotta be.
21,000. I mean, just kept on filling, kept on filling,
Think
kept on
about
filling.
it.
The more horses I bought, the more hay and straw and feed that it needed. And the numbers went up. So the barn I got on this one, it's been the best barn in the game. Nobody else's will, that I found, will, as your animal increases, so does how much you need to put in. Some do, some don't. And it's some on like DMR, and they're really focused on that mixed crap that nobody feeds their fucking cow. I mean, think about it, guys. Why would you throw straw, hay, alfalfa,
The what?
grain, and silage, silage or whatever into a mixing thing, and then turn around and feed that slop to a cow? That's something for a pig. Pig eats slop. Cow needs to
What of
chew,
the
gnaw,
steering wheel setup?
digest, regurgitate,
joints.
digest, regurgitate, digest. That's how their stomach and their system works.
Eat that like
This game
fucking
does
5,
not
6
have that
grand
down.
into that
It's
shit.
basically doing all the digesting and feeding it to them like baby food.
I'd like to have it too. I can't fucking afford it, son.
I've never fed,
He had the custom. He had,
oh,
I
in
think
the
a buddy
hundreds of
he said he had a
thousands of
buddy
heads
his
of
make that
cattle that I
shifter,
have gone
seed
through
shifter.
over the years. Doing
You see,
cattles, doing calves.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Fuck.
at least 100,000 head
Okay, my heart
at
just
least.
went to my chest.
In the last 40 years. Not once did we have some type of mixing wagon to where we, hey, let's throw the straw in there. Let's throw the hay in there. Let's throw some alfalfa in there. Hey, let's pour a bunch of crag. Let's get her just stirring around and making a. We would have done that. That would have been $200-300 worth of waste. If not $400-500 worth of waste. Nowadays, it'd be a couple $1,000 worth of waste, but seriously, it would have just been a waste. The cow would have looked at it like, the fuck is this? The pigs, they would have probably dry humped it. They would have loved it. The goats, we wouldn't be able to keep them out of it. But for cows, no.
I bet a lot of people don't know that.
All right, well, I will be back later on, folks, and I'll be in Alpine. Enough of my ranting and raving about how bad the game really is and where they really messed up. And if there's farmers out there saying this is the way we do things, I mean, okay, fine, it's new school. Not old school, won't work. We don't like that shit. All right. Well, with any further ado, I am going to go ahead and pop out of here, and I will see you guys after a bit. Thank you for hanging out and enjoying the mods, and hopefully that check back. There's a guarantee there's going to be more mods to come. All right?
She drinks it.
You all have a good day, and I will see you here after a little bit.